Steve Tasker, Chris Brown with you. And it is that time in the show. We usually try to do this once a week. It is the 8th installment of Tasker's Teammate, where we try to see if Steve can guess, based on a series of clues, which former teammate of his we are describing. Steve, you are coming off a record-setting performance in the last installment when you got Mike Lodish in 2 guesses after 2 clues. It was impressive. Are you ready for this edition?
Yes.
Okay, so
Here we go.
clue number 1. I was a teammate of Steve's for 4 seasons, joining the Bills roster not long after Steve did.
4 seasons, not long after me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's how to
Okay, so we'll move on.
John Fina.
Clue number 2. I played in 57 career games for Buffalo, making 38 starts over that span. But much like Steve, I was also a contributor on special teams.
Carwell Gardner.
It is not Carwell Gardner. Not a bad guess, though.
Can I try a different guess?
Well, sure.
Mark Maddox.
It is not Mark Maddox.
All right.
I gave you 2 for 1 clue.
Marcus Patton.
No again.
All right. Should I just keep going here?
Well, let me give you another clue.
All right.
I was a former 3rd-round draft choice of the Bills. So let's pull this all together here, Steve. Teammate for 4 seasons. Got on the roster not long after you arrived. 38 starts in a 57-game career. Contributed on special teams. And a former 3rd-round draft choice.
Jamie Mueller.
There it is. He got it. Jamie Mueller is the correct answer. Jaime! I'm so mad that I didn't get to my favorite clue,
Which was?
which was going to be, I was one of the few Bills at the time who played with a crew cut and a killer mustache. I really wanted to get to that clue, but it was a dead giveaway, so I had to leave it for the end. And I think, do we have Jamie on the line here? We do! And it's still practically a crew cut. Look at that.
Jamie Mueller.
Hey,
How
Pete.
are you, man?
Good. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, Jaime. You look great. How's the family?
Hey.
Everybody good?
Yeah, everybody's good. Katie said to say hello.
Ah, that's great. Ah, that's good for you. You got into? Did you do a little coaching after you finished playing?
You know, I did. I did a little bit of coaching, probably a little bit too soon after surgery, and the travel was really bothering my spine. So
yeah.
I opted out of that and got into business
That's great. And where are you living now?
in Kansas City.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that was another clue that I was going to stick in there and be kind of
Benedictine?
I wasn't going to give you Benedictine because that would have given it away also. But what I was going to say was, I'm a Cleveland, Ohio native, but I played college ball in Steve's home state of Kansas.
That would have been a dead giveaway.
Okay, well, that's why that was also a later clue because I didn't want to make it easy for you.
So, how you doing during the pandemic, Jaime? You all right? Everything going? The family okay? You stay clean and everything, staying clear of it?
Hey, my son contracted the virus probably 6 weeks ago, but he had very mild symptoms, as most young people do. He's in good shape, so no underlying conditions. But no, knock on wood, so far everybody's healthy, and outside of trying to keep the mental decline from going down,
Right.
I'm doing a ton of exercise. I'm actually in the best shape of my life since leaving the Bills.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Now-
you look good, man. I mean,
Yeah,
we
you look
got
great.
him on Skype here for our MSG viewers.
Yeah,
You're fit as
You
a
got
fiddle.
you have to train. You got to build muscles.
Let me just tell you this, Jaime. I could not be in worse shape. I could not possibly be in less physical condition than
He's
I
in
am
golf
right now.
shape. That's what he's
I can
in.
walk a golf course, but if I broke into a trot going up the stairs or even down the stairs, every muscle in my leg would jerk. It would be so bad. I'm a wreck.
The good news is there's nowhere to go but up from there, right?
If I would decide to take that step, I will agree with that.
Now, Jamie, in kind of reading up on you and stuff to try to get clues together for Steve, are you still doing the sports performance athletic lung trainers, or is that a past business now?
No, that's a developing business as we speak. I've got I I could mention that the teams that are trialing the product. I have NHL, some military elite. Let's just say the most elite special forces in the world are trialing my product right now. And I'll tell you, I just got a workout. I got to get a little props here, but this product, I'm telling you, is it's gonna revolutionize how athletes train, because I can tell you I've used this prototype consistently for almost 6 weeks now. My lactate threshold is through the roof. My VO2 level is elite, and I've never had a VO2 level that's been elite, and not even when I played. And so I'm super excited about the product, and that's what I've pretty much been working on full time outside of some part-time consulting.
So it's all tied into your sports performance athletic lung trainer business that you founded, right? I mean, I don't want you, don't give anything away if you still got patent pending here. I understand. But yeah, if you want to share a little more, I mean, that's fine.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's a website out there. It's athleticlungtrainer.com.
Okay.
If people are interested, the product's not available yet because we're really trying to perfect it and get as much feedback from the elite athletes as we can, so we can tell people how to properly use it. But I mean, there's so many uses for this product outside of elite athletes, and
are you talking like for medical rehab and accident rehab and that kind of thing?
Yeah, exactly, Steve. For COPD, asthma, some patients shouldn't get it. I mean, I spent 23 years in the biotech healthcare space, so I've learned a lot in a lot of disease states. Who would have guessed that Jamie Mueller, actually, who was just, basically a meathead playing for the Bills, went on into biotech, right?
Right.
I've always felt like I've been a human experiment anyway. So what a great place to be.
I would say you're more of a side effect than a real experiment. But yeah.
Oh yeah. That's nice, Steve. I squished your head like a little grape.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I crush you like a girly man.
Oh boy.
I will say this though. You're right in the technology that is now coming out and like Bluetooth and the ability to connect to the internet in real time has really transformed the entire industry, has it not? And that's kind of what you're taking advantage of, I would assume.
Yeah, because there's a lot. I'm actually working with Chuck Morris as well. He's dialed in with the NFL alumni, and you may have seen his performance lab. Super bright guy. He's a PhD in exercise physiology. And, there's just so much application for this type. I mean, my focus is athletics right now, but, there's obviously opportunity for just breathing exercises. Most people don't understand, but breathing has a high degree of impact on your stress cortisol levels and how you handle stress. And, so that's another potential application. There's just so much to learn, and most athletes, frankly, don't even understand how to breathe appropriately. I know I never did. Nobody ever taught you how to breathe as an athlete,
right?
And it really has an impact on how you play the game, how you function, how long your body can last. Whether it's VO2 or lactate threshold, it all comes into play in large part to breathing.
Jamie, I'm just thinking off the top of my head here, and there may not be an application for this, but with knowing that COVID is a respiratory disease chiefly, do you envision any possible application there, with this pandemic? Is that even a thing, or am I just talking out of school here?
No. I think there's a fair amount of interest in they call them RMT devices in general. I mean, that's kind of the terminology that the medical devices use. There's a lot of discussion about that, to help people have as strong a lungs as they possibly can have in case they do get the virus. This application is very different from the medical applications. The medical applications you have to use separately from daily living. So you can't use it while you're walking down the street or while you're vacuuming, doing dishes, cleaning the garage, whatever it is. You can't use those devices in that regard. You can use this device in that regard. You can use it all day, every day, and you can have a very low level of resistance, or you can ratchet it up to 70% resistance. So it's really up to user dependent, but it would really be the first of its kind to be a device that you could actually wear during daily use and daily living.
Well, it's awesome to hear, and it's obvious that you're deep into it, and I wish you the best. That's awesome to hear. I know the technology is going to be great, and perhaps it'll enhance my state of physical.
You may want to
condition.
send this guy one. He could use it.
Don't do it because I won't. Don't do it because I won't use it.
He was so far ahead of his time when he was wearing those strength. I don't know if you knew he wore the strength shoes back in the day.
I've still got those.
He did it covertly. He never told anybody. The only way we knew is because we saw him in his locker. One of them fell out of his gym bag, and he said, "Oh, yeah, I'm not using that. I'm not using that." I said, man, that's how he was able to dunk over people like Bruce Smith.
See, now this might be the best part of Tasker's teammate. The dirt that gets dug up on Steve. This is the best part of the entire segment. Like every week, somebody's got some dirt on Steve. It's fantastic.
Let me just tell you that the strength shoes are probably the cleanest dirt Jamie could probably throw up in my face. And I appreciate him choosing the strength shoes.
Yeah.
But Jamie, you look great, man. I really appreciate it. It's great touching base with you. I hope your family's well, and give our best to the whole crew.
We'll do, brother. We'll do.
All
If
right,
you're ever passing through to Leota, stop by, man. Give us a ring. Get some barbecue.
All right. We might have to do that. I didn't know you were in Kansas City. I will do that now. Thanks, man.
Sounds
Jamie
good, guys.
Mueller, thanks very much for the time.
Jamie.
Good luck with that prototype that you got. That's a fascinating conversation there.